I am someone who knows when to back off. It also needs salt.
Perhaps you'd like to chop the tomatoes.
Fine. Oh, these aren't Roma's.
No, I got them at the farmer's market on 3rd Street this morning while you were still in bed, because that is what artistes do.
I only micromanage because I care.
And it is real sweet of you to want to give Ray a nice meal. He's been having a real hard time lately.
Yes. Caring for his daughter, and he needs someone to care for him. Someone who is kind and nurturing and knows exactly what he needs.
Vicky.
Hi.
Hi. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh, no, not at all.
For you.
Oh, thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling much better today. Much better. How are you feeling? I mean, Todd told me everything that's happening with Jessica and the baby.
Oh, Taya, it's been horrible, to say the least. Having to watch Jessie say goodbye to Chloe today. No, the baby's name is Hope. Hope. Anyway, she did it.
Shouldn't you be with her tonight?
She's not alone. Besides, I wanted to come to see you. My God, my cousin Powell tried to kill you. Very nearly succeeded. All because of his grudge against Todd.
Thanks.
Sorry.
What are you sorry for?
Well, I know that, you don't like people in your space. What were you thanking me for?
For getting in my space.
So it's all over.
Yeah. Call Star, say goodbye to their baby.
It's gotta be tough.
I got through it. Held her, they told her they loved her. And then they gave her to Michael and Marcy.
They're gonna be good to her.
I know.
That doesn't make it any easier, does it?
Oh, he's just in so much pain right now. I wish someone could just make it better, Tell me that he's gonna be all right.
You're not going anywhere, are you?
No, of course not.
Then it's gonna be all right.
You don't have to be sorry for hugging me,
Well,
Turns out I'm not allergic to human contact.
we did just watch our daughter give her baby away, so it's natural that we would turn to each other for comfort.
Well, I should go.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought I'd try to be nice to you and try that on for size. I'm gonna go hang gliding tomorrow.
Well, why don't you let me know how that goes?
So, you want to round up the kids?
For what?
Well, I'm taking them home with me.
You can cook?
Here, taste.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
You can cook?
That's just the sauce. Wait till you try everything else.
I'm kind of sweaty.
Well, then you better go get cleaned up for dinner.
Well, Don't start without me.
I wouldn't dare. Bet you Gigi never cooked for him like this. Never will either.
Stacy was all over Rex like white on rice when we walked in. I don't know what I'm gonna do if these test results don't show her up for the lying tramp she is. You know what? Let's make a deal. No more talk about DNA tests until the results are in.
Deal.
Deal. Well, I should get started on dinner.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'm gonna be late.
Oh, you have plans?
Oh, dude. Standing date with the Angel Square hot dog lady.
That's what you have for dinner?
Well, yeah, since I've been unemployed, pretty much, yeah.
Why don't you have dinner here?
No. Thank you.
Why not?
Because now I feel like the lonely guy fishing for a dinner invitation.
But you didn't fish. I offered.
You think Shane won't mind?
Shane's at a sleepover tonight.
He's gotten better.
Well, I practically made him go in a bubble, but yeah, his blood work looks good. So come on, what do you say? You haven't had leftovers until you've had Marasco leftovers.
Lead the way.
You are not responsible for your cousin's actions. And look, I am still here. With a little time off work to boot. You don't have to pretend with me, you know. It's not often you confront your own mortality. Especially not at your age. At least I had Blair to keep me company. How did that go? I know you're not the best of friends. No. We probably never will be, but we actually kind of bonded.
Did you think that we would hug and I'd be so busy mooning over your basic decency that I would allow you to walk out that door with my
Blair.
kids?
I have custody.
Yeah, I like to hear you use that line on Star.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm not joking. You go ahead. You tell her. Tell her that she's going home with you. I mean, forget that she just gave her baby away. Forget how she feels and what she wants because you have temporary
I don't think
custody.
she's going to have a problem with it.
Oh, you don't?
No, she's not angry with me anymore.
Okay. Yeah, so just destroy all this progress that you've made. You know, I'm going to stand right here and watch you do it.
Okay! Take Star for now. That's fine.
Oh, that's so big of you.
Yeah, actually it is. But the boys are going home with me right now.
Cole and I have a long road ahead of us.
It's gotta help that you remember being his mother.
Yeah. But we can't pretend that the whole year went by. We were virtually strangers, you know. And after everything I did to him, I wouldn't blame him if a part of him still really didn't think he could rely on me.
He's gotta show him that he can.
I wasted so much time.
You know, I think Cole is gonna let you make it up to him.
I hope so. That time I wasted wasn't just with him.
You're not taking the boys anywhere.
Come on. I gave you Star.
You didn't give me anything, Todd.
Would you like to see a copy of the custody agreement?
You got custody because I was in the hospital, but I'm fine. And the kids are a package deal.
What the hell does that mean?
It means that the boys love their sister, and I'm not going to separate them.
Well, I'm their father, and I'm not going home alone.
Oh, what happened, Todd? Your little love nest? Suddenly, you're a little empty?
This has nothing to do with my love nest. My God, I have no love nest.
Yeah, well, it's a little quiet now, isn't it?
Well, he's having to listen to Dorian, that's for sure.
Oh, please.
I don't know how you guys stand it. Jack told me he can't wait to get the hell out of here.
Oh, don't. No, don't.
Oh, what?
Don't you try to convince me that you're taking the boys because that's what they want.
It is what they want.
No, it's what you want, Todd. It's always what you want.
Yes, I would like to spend some time with my own son.
Because you are lonely.
Oh.
Because you are lonely. But let me tell you something. Your children are not a consolation prize. You're not going to walk out there with my kids
Because you've lost everything.
It's called avoiding.
Okay. Well, you might remember that I'm not really good at talking.
Okay. How about this? I'll talk. And all you have to do is listen.
Where are the platanos? You cannot have carne guisado without plantains.
They're in the fryer.
The oh, no.
Doran, why don't you go and get ready? We've got everything under control
I
here.
want to make sure that you're going to have sparkling water and still water outside, you know, on the terrace where we're having a lovely hors d'oeuvres.
We will make sure that everything is there. Now, why are you so nervous?
Nervous? I'm not nervous. It's just dinner.
I've been folding tamales for hours. This is not just dinner.
So I want it to be perfect. So what?
Ray already likes you. And when he sees all the fuss you've gone through to lift his spirits, he will more than like you.
Oh, now. You make it sound as if I'm wooing the man.
Gonna fool me.
No, he's... Well, you know, his daughter is in an institution.
Well, whatever it is you're doing, you can count on us.
We got your back.
Well, I should hope so. After all, you are, the two of you, responsible for the fact that Ray and I are living together under the same roof when you invited him to move into my house.
And aren't you glad we did?
I have to tell you, I've always felt that you and Blair had a lot in common.
That is what I said to her. That I couldn't understand how she could hate me so much.
Did she spell it out for you?
She told me a thing or two. But we didn't really come to an understanding until I...
Tell you what.
I can't believe I confessed this to Blair. Until I told her that Todd was the love of my life.
Blair, I'm not using the kids to cheer myself up.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, Todd. Go ahead.
Well, you know what? I really don't care what you think. And the other thing is, neither does anyone else. I have legal
Custody. Wow. You've made that clear.
Well, I'm not sure I have, because you don't seem to understand what it means. We went to court.
No, you
lost.
went to court. I was in a hospital bed.
Oh, yes, I recall. And your perfect husband was running from his murder charge.
Oh, and none of that would have happened if Pal Lord hadn't been after you in the first place.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it didn't stop the judge from making me the kid's legal guardian.
Temporary legal guardian, Todd, and you know what? It doesn't really matter now because everything is different, right?
What, are you getting divorced?
No. I'm healthy, I'm fine, and John's been cleared.
Oh, congratulations. Why don't you go tell that to a judge?
Oh, I think I might, and I'm not going to stop there.
What else are you going to tell him? Are you going to tell him about your sex life in Landview? I don't think he has time for that.
Oh, but I bet he'll have time for yours. I'll tell him how you were sleeping with my lawyer right before the hearing.
Oh, you think that Taya threw your case?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? We'll find out because she'll be disbarred and I'll have my kids back.
It's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah, Todd. It is going to happen. And you might as well face it. Because the only way that you can win this one is if you were to get married. And that would take someone like Eleanor Roosevelt and Mother Teresa rolled into one. Don't you even think about it.
So can I ask you a personal question?
This is about the 7th grade school picture. My best friend talked me into letting her cut my hair.
Stacy. Why aren't there any pictures of Stacy in here? I mean, not now, obviously, but when you were kids.
When we were growing up, Stacy had braces, blackheads, glasses.
Oh, glasses.
Yeah, like pop bottles.
And what, your parents just never took any pictures of her?
She wouldn't let them.
Never?
Well, I mean, sometimes someone would sneak a picture of her, but then the copies somehow always disappear.
God, she really must have hated herself.
It's hard to believe an insecure little girl turned herself into a total slut.
Slut.
Oh, sorry, I guess I shouldn't use that kind of language when we're talking about your former girlfriend, even if she is one. Okay, my turn to ask a question.
I wore glasses, thick ones.
No, why Stacy? Because when I look at her now, all I see is a woman who would let her nephew die so she could live out her teenage fantasy.
Well, when you put it like that.
I mean, you'd have to be crazy to hook up with her, and you don't seem that screwed up.
Thank you. Thanks.
Seriously, how could someone like you end up with someone like her?
Smells great! Starving.
Well, it's almost done.
I always get hungry after I work out. It's all the pull-ups. Did I tell you I hit a personal best?
Uh-huh.
I start to think it's working. We're starting to notice a difference.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, we've talked about your feelings for Todd before, but, boy, you never said it like that.
I guess when you think you're gonna die, the truth has a way of coming out.
Taya, I mean, if you feel this way about Todd, what are you going to do about it?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm certainly not going to tell him. I'm never going to give Todd that kind of power over my life. Ever, ever, ever again.
And if Blair tells him?
She won't.
How can you be sure she won't?
Because she has as much to lose as I do. We agreed to keep each other's secrets.
I thought you said you loved Jack and Sam.
Of course I do.
Well, then why do you continue to put them in the middle of one of our knockdown dragouts again?
They're not going to be in the middle. They're going to be on my side.
You sound so sure of yourself.
I am. I know they love me.
Well, then why can't they love you from here? Their home, where they feel safe.
Oh, this is a safe home? This is the home where you were stabbed.
Oh, and you think your house is any safer? Right. Pal Lord killed Lee Halpern there. The kids were held hostage, right? Remember that? It's not about where we live. It's how you live.
Lived. Pal and Rebecca are dead. Now, no one else is going to get hurt on my watch.
You're talking about everybody gets hurt on your watch, Todd. You can't call it a day unless you've lied, cheated, or betrayed someone you love.
Well, I guess that leaves you in the clear, doesn't it?
And you're right, we've been really busy, dealing with everything with the baby. And, God, I hope we never have to deal with anything like that again. But it's given me a hell of a good reason to avoid you, how I feel about you.
But now Cole's better.
Yeah, he's getting everything.
And you're okay.
I know who I am now. And I know what I want.
Blair, I am not trying to keep the kids from you. I just want like to abide by our legal agreement.
Oh, thank you for not saying custody.
I don't care what you call it, all right? The kids are coming home with me right now. Now, you can go up there and get them yourself, or I'm going to call the cops and have them do it. Which would you prefer? Who's going to be the bad guy then, Blair?
I really thought things could be different. I can't even believe I considered saying it out loud.
What?
Todd Manning was, and will always be the love of my life.
Mine too.
Say what? I'm curious now. Go ahead, tell me. I won't hold you to it.
I must admit I never would have given Ray a second chance if we hadn't been living in such close quarters.
Changed your mind about him, did you?
You can't judge a book by its cover.
He certainly is not the villain that I thought he was initially.
He is so suave, isn't he?
He does have his charms.
And worldly.
Plus, he knows his way around a bouillabaisse.
Oh, Mo.
I'm just saying.
There is more to life than cooking.
Like family. Like loyalty.
And you've seen the way he cares for his daughter and Langston, not to mention you. Well, he could be the one.
To family. And loyalty.
You know, if you ever need to talk about Todd or anything, I am here for you, okay?
Thank you. Excuse me. Is that an engagement ring?
Yeah. Charlie proposed.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it?
He's a very lucky man, Vicky.
Thank you. I'm lucky, too.
Yeah, you are. Mm-hmm. I don't know Charlie, but it seems like he makes you very happy.
He does, Taya. He really does.
Well, he's probably one of those good ones that I keep hearing about. I need to find myself one of those.
I'm sure you already have.
Yeah, probably just pushed him away. I do have a weakness for the bad boys.
Come on, spill it. What did you want to say?
It's just after everything that happened to Star, I thought, well, maybe today you would actually be human.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Well, it's not like you haven't done it before.
Claire, but I think you're the one making it harder than it has to be.
Really?
Are you going to go get the kids, or do I have to call the cops? I don't want to do that. Do you want to do that? Do you want to put them through a big scene? I don't think you do. Actually, we could make this relatively painless if we just work together on it.
Well, it'll be the last time we do. Dad?
See, now that I remember everything and I know what we had, those feelings make sense. I mean, we were on the verge of something before my accident, and I'd like to know what it was.
So, how did she lure you into the net?
The net, okay.
Sorry.
Well, for one thing, she makes a mean chicken parmesan.
Chicken parmesan, sweet.
That's my specialty. I've been making it for years.
Yum.
Yeah, I had always heard that the way to a man's heart was through his stomach, but I never really believed it.
Yeah, it's not so much the food, it's what it means.
You did not have to do this.
Please.
But you can do it whenever you want.
Oh, come on. It is no trouble. It's my way of saying thank you.
Stacy was different when we were in Vegas.
Was she stripping in a convent?
You know what? I just think seeing Rex again sort of like switched on her old obsession. Because we had been broken up for a while by then.
Because of her thing for Rex?
You know I'm in recovery, right?
Yeah?
Well, okay. Well, I mean, when I was in Vegas, I was like at my worst. I was never clean unless I couldn't score, and I spent a lot of time coming down, and when I did, Stacy was there to take care of me. It wasn't romantic, but...
Wow. I never thought of her as Florence Nightingale.
Yeah, well, she did the best she could. I mean, she brought me blankets when I was shaking. She tried to keep me calm. She made sure I was eating.
Chicken parmesan.
Yeah, chicken parmesan.
You know, I hope you don't feel like you owe me something.
I wanted to show you how much I appreciate everything you've done for me.
I haven't really done anything.
Oh, are you kidding me? You took me in and you protected me and you even gave me your bed after my ex-boss stole $20,000 from you.
Okay, maybe I've done a little.
And I will get that money back for you, by the way.
Don't worry about it.
It's gonna happen. I promise you. Somehow.
Fine. I will consider this dinner a down payment. That was the best chicken parmesan I've ever had.
You don't have to say that.
I'm not. It was amazing, really.
Thank you.
I haven't had home cooking since... Well, it's been a while.
I'm sorry, Rex. I know everything sucks lately.
Not your fault.
But it's gonna get better, you know that.
Nowhere to go but up, right?
Right. Can you just please tell me, what do you have in common with her?
Okay, all right. Stacy and I both thought that we had these incredible futures ahead of us. She was going to be this great dancer, you know, and I was going to be this great doctor.
That's laid plans, huh?
I think at some point you figure out that not everybody gets to be great. You know, some people are pretty good, others are just okay. That was us, Stacy and Skylar. Not bad, but just okay.
How long do you have to stay?
Actually, they want me out.
Already?
They say I have to stay on bed rest, but they think I can manage it at home.
Home? The Palace Hotel home?
24-hour room service.
No. You come stay with me at Landfair.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that. Not now. I couldn't impose.
But that's not an imposition, ever. It wouldn't be.
Thank you. Vicky, thank you so much. But I think I'll be okay. Actually, Todd offered to take care of me.
Oh.
Not that he'll remember. He probably wasn't even serious, but
You're hoping he was.
Dad!
Hey, Jack.
Is this a sleepover or a move?
It's a move.
Great. I like my bedroom, Dad's house anyways.
Well, I'm glad that you are happy and having fun there.
But we're not going to have any weird babysitters now, are we?
No. From now on, you get final say on all the hired help.
Why doesn't Mom have her bags?
Because I'm not going to go. I'm going to stay here. The Star.
We're all not going back to Dad's as a family?
Sweetheart, the only reason I was there in the first place is because your dad was watching over me while I was sick, but I'm all better now.
What about Star?
Star's going through kind of a tough period now, so she wants to stay with Mom.
But hey, she'll come over and visit later, okay?
What aren't you guys telling me?
What do you mean, sweetheart?
I feel like you guys aren't telling me something.
Well, like what?
I don't know. Does it have anything to do about with Nick Payne?
No, sweetie. It's just that this is where Mom lives. But you and I know that there's an extra room at our place, and if she changes her mind, she's welcome there, right? Okay? All right, let's say goodbye.
Bye, Mom.
Bye.
I'll miss you.
I'll miss you.
Say goodbye.
Come here. You wouldn't say goodbye, Mom?
Goodbye, Mom.
I love
right.
you. Goodbye,
Excellent
be good
work.
boy.
Come on, Sam.
You
Okay,
guys
let's
be
go.
good.
Bye, Mom.
Hey.
See you around.
I really don't mean to make it worse. Sienna, I think the only reason I'm telling you this is that I realize that life doesn't always give you the chance. And I just keep getting the feeling that maybe you still want to try. But if you don't, you could just say so.
say?
Well, I had, 2 years to try to figure out. I could give you a couple days.
A couple days, you sure?
Yeah. When you figure out what you want, just give me a call.
For what it's worth, I think you're more than just okay.
Thanks.
But I refuse to feel sorry for Stacy.
Oh, I didn't mean you should.
I mean, she told Rex that you stole 20 grand from her. How can you stick up for her? You know, I didn't exactly have a charmed life either.
I know. I'm not trying to lay some guilt trip on you. Stacy's done some awful things, but she's also gotten me out of some pretty tough scrapes. She's the reason I got clean eventually.
Well, I guess so she wasn't a bad nurse.
There's more to Stacy than this thing she has for Rex, but she thinks that everything that went wrong with her life happened when he left Michigan, and so she's thinking that maybe it'll all get better if she can finally get him back.
So then why are you trying to take Rex away from her?
Because I know better. I mean, you said it yourself, Rex is her teenage fantasy. He's her escape. He's to her what drugs were to me, and I have to make her see that. I owe it to her after everything she's done for me. Even if in the end she hates me for it.
Wish I'd known the girl you're talking about.
Who knows? Maybe you will someday.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, Noelle, but I think it's a bit soon to say that Ray is the one.
Well, you like him, don't you?
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, we love David, don't get us wrong.
Yeah, nobody scrubs pie pans like him.
But Ray brings out something different in you.
Yeah, you're all jittery, in a good way. And that's what it's like when you first fall in love. You know, like everything he says and does is a happy surprise.
Well, I don't know if that's the case.
Well, I do. So enjoy it, Dorian. You deserve it.
Yes, I do deserve it, don't I? Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I'd better go get dressed.
Hurricane Dorian's been downgraded to a tropical storm.
Oh, I hope everything works out for her, Mo. There has been so much sadness in this house lately.
Well, you're not sad, are you?
Oh, no, what have I got to be sad about? Except for all these dishes.
The staff can handle that. We're taking a night off.
Well, Maurice Stubbs, what has gotten into you?
Dorian's not the only one getting romance tonight.
Balloon delivery.
What's all this?
All right, now take it easy. Me and my goons here, we're busting you out of this joint. You're coming home with us.
I know who I am now.
Hey. How's Star?
Oh, she's getting by. I guess that's the best I can hope for.
Can I get you something to drink?
No, thank you. No, I need to keep my wits about me. You know.
That sounds serious.
Well, I just think that we need to talk about this marriage.
What about it?
We're not exactly the perfect couple, and this marriage isn't exactly,
Perfect either?
well, I was going to say conventional, actually.
Made sense at the time.
Yeah. We both agree it was a means to an end. I think it's worth fighting for. You're my husband, and I need you more than ever.